My name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle Black Authors Matter, and today I'm here with Mr. Daniel C. Davis. How you doing, sir?
I'm outstanding, brother. Thank you for having me, man.
Man, it's my honor. If you will, before we start, share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay. I'm Daniel C. Davis. My friends call me Dan. Family calls me Danny. I was born in Michigan. I joined the Air Force right out of high school. I'm currently in the Virginia area.
Okay.
I work in cybersecurity, but I've always had a passion for telling stories and
Mhm.
just showing those real connections, the human interactions, and I always love a good story that not only touches you, but it teaches a lesson. So that's
Mhm.
my goal. I try to inspire and teach, and also entertain at the same time.
My man, I appreciate that. I think that is what all of our lives should be is to inspire somebody else. So from me to you, I want to tell you thank you for doing the work that you do through your writing, through just your creative journey. So, if you will, share a little bit about what inspired you to write your book and what inspired you to do what you do.
Okay. So when my mother, she always told me that I had a gift of telling stories. She told me that I have the ability to express feelings
Mhm.
that she felt was rare. So anytime I felt that I was like overwhelmed or I felt a lot of emotion building up inside of me, that I should write it. So when my mother passed in 2023, she died, and her the what she taught me and what she instilled in me was what helped me get through that grieving
Mhm.
process. So it was almost poetic in a sense that she prepared me for losing her,
I think
and that
all parents should do that
absolutely.
because, according to man, according to the laws of the land, parents supposed to go before their children. It looked like a lot of this is happening out of order, but and before we go too far, I do want to do this. I don't tell people condolences. What I do, share a little bit, share a something that inspires you about your mother that you will never forget.
Something that inspired my mother.
Something great that inspires you even to this day and to the rest of your life.
She was so positive. She
Mm.
could always see even when somebody did something that just seemed rotten, she could say, "Well, but you don't know what that person is going through. We just gonna pray for him." Her line was, "We gonna bless him and keep on going." That's
And that's it.
my mom.
Look, you actually know that's biblical, right? It said, "Pray for those that despitefully use you." Blessings. And it put a smile on your face. So I'm glad I was able to do that because you thought of a good thought, not of a bad one.
Yeah. Thank
So,
you for asking me that, man.
man, it was an honor. Go ahead. Finish telling me about what she taught you, and that's where you was at.
Okay. Well, that was so. In that process, I wrote. I was writing a book about my journey. It's called The Quest Home, and it's
Mhm.
just what I becoming married and having a child, what I thought home was, and then actually building it. Like sometimes those things aren't the same. You have to learn how to make those things align, and that's what that story was about. But in the process of writing it, it felt like it was missing something. And then my mother passed, and the lessons that I learned from dealing with that and how that affected my family is what ended that. That's how I concluded the story. And
Mhm.
I had this for 10 years. I wanted to write like fiction instead of just, I wanted to write fiction, but I was always worried and I was judging myself a little too harshly about the dialogue and it just didn't feel authentic enough. And so last summer, I was, you know what, I'm going to write it, good, bad, whatever. I'm going to write it and we'll see what happens. And I wrote it and I was very proud of it. And now I got the book, man.
Look, it's always an honor to see anybody start something here and bring it here. This is for me. I'm a creator. I'm an artist, author, and to watch other authors and artists do what they do, and a creator, songwriter, to watch this happen, it is. I'm in awe because it shows me how God is still using us through our creative skills. So from me to you, I'm grateful for that. Now, how has the journey been?
It's still fresh. I'm still learning. I'm going through it. I'm flying the plane and putting it together at the same time. But it's exciting. And I got the support of my family, my wife and my son, so that always helps. And I got a good circle of guys that are also authors as well, man. So we sharpen each other.
Hey, iron sharpens iron. That's how it's supposed to go. And a word of wisdom that I would give you, being that you are just fresh in the journey, keep books with you at all time. Share your story. Always, people, yes, I've had great success selling books, but most of my success didn't come just because they liked the book, and they did like the book, but it was because I shared my story. I've I've been blessed to be able to sell more books than most authors probably could ever think of. And this is just most of mine been hand to hand and wrote and signed every one of them. Not just through Amazon, it's been through personal contact. Kind of like you were sharing earlier. Personal contact, what you leave with people is something special. People who buy my book off Amazon or buy your book off Amazon, they'll never be able to meet Daniel C. Davis, Danny, Dan, whatever. But when you being that you like to leave an impact, carry books with you everywhere. 5, 10, get your little book bag, never put it down. Because your signature get everywhere. Greatest thing I learned is that most of the authors that we have read, we don't get their signature. We don't even meet them. But the ones that meet you, you leave an impact in their mind other than the book, other than the words that they poured out. So from me to you, look, tote books, sign them, and enjoy the journey. Question: what is your goal?
I just want to, anytime that I can create something and someone reads it and they just, man, that was awesome. I love how you did this, and that. Or my favorite question is, so what next? What happens next with that? Like when someone asks me that, that's, oh man. So I'm just enjoying the process of creating stories and putting out as much as, meaningful, not just, I don't want to just make stuff just to make it, but meaningful work and putting that out and touching people. So if I can keep doing that, I'm happy.
And I would tell you to keep doing that, because that's where your joy comes from. It doesn't sound like it's just about money, or really even about money. Money will come. Someone told me, and it was a millionaire, he told me, don't chase the money. Chase the dream. The dream will bring the money. And what I can share with you, the same exact words he shared with me. Chase the joy that you feel of hearing somebody say, look, what's next? What inspires you? Add that. Let that be your main goal, because that right there is what makes you happy. Money, it makes people happy, but it doesn't give them fulfillment. You're fulfilled by the work that you have created. Keep writing. Keep inspiring people. So the book has been out roughly probably about 8, 9 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped last year, man. I got busy, man. I published like 3 books last year. And then I wrote another one. I spent the last 9 months working on a spy thriller, and I'm really, man, I'm really, yeah. I'm actually, I get chills even talking about it. I'm really excited about that one. That's going to come out April 6th.
Okay. Would you like to before it drop? Would you like to share a little bit about it?
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead and drop some.
So it's called the organization, Operative Nova, and it's a female-led spy thriller. And as a kid, when I was growing up, some of my favorite movies and stories had female leads, and I love when they have a female lead uh, that's that's not just using their body to solve problems. You know, like they're supposed to be in
Mhm.
the room. So I think of Silence of the Lamb. I think of Jackie Brown. I love those stories, and I just wanted to. This was just my take on it, my spin on it. So I just wanted to create something like that. And this woman, her name is Nova. She's working in a secret organization. It's called The Organization. They work in the shadows. They audit and intervene in different channels that some of our other agencies aren't able to. They're not able to. They're kind of like unseen. You know, they
Mhm.
work behind, like I said, they work behind the shadows. And she's working some cases that there's 3 missions. And one other thing is I always love, like, James Bond, and they always had all this technology and they had all of these gadgets. Like, well, what if one of those agents with all of those resources investigated something that was in one of our neighborhoods? How would that?
Mhm.
And so I took something that I kind of slid it in this story where there's something that affects one of our communities, and the way that they
Mhm.
dismantle and investigate it, it's like I just, it was just like, that would be something.
That would be dope. Look, I'm proud of you, man. But three in a year, that's crazy. Yeah, and then to be on your fourth one, look, congratulations, man. Continue to once again continue to keep progressing, continue to keep writing, sharing stories, because I see that there's a lot that you have to release. Me, I'm look, I'm proud of you. From one man to another man, I'm proud of you. And I know mama is most definitely proud of you. Look, hey, with the because she told you, she let you know to create. She let you know that you're a storyteller. What you doing is just moving in the essence of what she's seen. It's miraculous to see people like yourself create and do some things that most people, they're scared to take the first step. You have took not just the first, but the fourth step. So look, I'm proud of you, man. Look, uh, I also want to ask, what's next?
um, well, so I have to be mindful of like the creative process. So when I write these stories, they really take over my brain, and my
Mhm.
brain power is all I think about. And so I have a job, I have a family, so I have to be mindful of that. So I'm going to let this one sit for a while, kind of pitch it as you gave me some great advice that I'm going to take. I'm going to work this book. I'm going to just kind of see where this goes, and then I'll take some. I'll see what next story grabs me, and what direction that takes me in.
Yeah, but most definitely, you got to promote them. One
Yes.
thing I tell everybody: most people write books, and they books just be on Amazon. Don't get me wrong; they done wrote them, but the book never get in nobody's hand. So for me, learning to market, learning to promote what you have written, getting people, whether you have to find the one that's close and dear to your heart, promote the heck out of it, then allow everybody else to see the other ones as well. That way, not only will if they say, if you can get all the information, emails, text, everything off of the first group of people, or all out from everybody, you can sell them the next book. Make sure you get that information, because the idea not selling one book, sell them all four.
Okay.
You're already successful. You're successful as a writer. Look, keep creating. Before we go, I do want to ask that you give me a word of wisdom, and that can be for anybody who's just starting. Uh, Technically, you haven't been just started storytelling. You've been doing this, but give them a word of wisdom, whether they just started, been moving, whatever the case, whatever may touch your heart. And then last, let everybody know where they can purchase your books.
Okay. My words of advice would be, make sure that you Seek criticism, not praise,
Mm.
because you can't grow if you're just looking to be patted on the back.
Mm.
Because anytime someone gives you criticism, it's not necessarily hate. Just see where it's coming from, and if you can apply what they're giving you. Because sometimes people give you good nuggets that you can use. So we got to we can't be. I know the Erykah Badu. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, but we sometimes you have to take what someone's saying and say, does this apply here? And if it does, make it better. So that's what I would pass on. In terms of wisdom, you can purchase my books. I have a website. It's dancdavisauthor.com, and I got everything listed there. And as well as you can find me on Amazon. You can find me Barnes and Noble. So yeah, I'm outside, man.
Preferably, get it from the website. You get it signed.
Come to me.
You never know who you might be listening to or getting the book from now. In the future, you'll see. And what I can see is greatness, man. So from me to you, keep going.
Oh man, I just want to say thank you for having me, man. You are very positive. I felt that energy come off of you just from a direct message. I didn't even hear your voice, but I could feel the positivity from a direct message. I was like, man, I like this guy, man. And this is something that I don't typically like doing. I know I have to get better at it. And my heart told me, Dan, come on, stop messing. This is a positive brother doing something positive. Let's be a part of that. So thank you.
It is my honor, man. And hey, you do it well. You might not like it, but you do it well. Look, I would tell you, look, do a lot of it. Because what happens, you can only get better, as you just shared with me. Do as much of it as possible. It also gets your book out into places that you will never be able to get it. The more that people hear your voice, hear your wisdom, the jewel that you just dropped, probably one of my favorites. People need to be able to see the contrast of good. It makes you appreciate when you have had bad things happen. When good happen, you got some type of contrast to appreciate and say, man, you know what? I'm doing amazing because I know what not being amazing feels like. And that nugget that you gave, it'll help somebody start to seek out to get critiqued, not criticism, but to critiquing, because that right there makes us better. You said it earlier, you and the fellas, iron sharpens iron. That's what that word was based on. So I appreciate that.
My man.
So yeah, it means love in sign language. I got it from off Black Panther, but most people think it means Wakanda forever. It means love in sign language.
Okay.
So look, love you, bruh. And for y'all, my name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle Black Authors Matter, and this is Mr. Daniel C. Davis. Peace.
My man.